All right, so once again, I forgot to hit record on our Zoom meeting, so I have to record this again, but that's fine. No worries. So we're going to talk about gems inside Google Classroom. So a gem is a customized version of Gemini that you can create with specific instructions to act like an expert on a certain topic or follow your directions. It does pull from all the information that Gemini has, but you tell it how to act and what to focus on. So if you just want to get started, dip your toe into gems. There are a bunch of pre-made gems. There's a learning coach, there's a career guide, there's a brainstormer. So you have some pre-made gems. And then maybe as you're playing with it, you're like, I could make one of these. In the last session, we did talk about how to create gems. So if you did not catch that session, just watch that video on how to create gems. So here are some ideas for using gems as a teacher. So you could create a gem called your own instructional coach gem and set it up with a persona of an expert. And the instructions, you would tell it to help you design a lesson using a specific framework like UDL or the 5E model, brainstorm engaging strategies, and create standards-aligned learning objectives. And in this example here, you have the knowledge. You can add information to your gem. So all of the Ohio State standards are listed on the WLS Hub. So you can go to the hub and download the standards and then upload your science standards or ELA standards to your specific gem. You could build a differentiation assistant gem. So you could instruct that gem to act as a learning specialist focused on making content accessible, and then give it instructions on how to do that. Maybe it's releveling text or creating small group activities, jigsaw activities, things of that nature. And then here's another example too. So I will share this presentation. So the cool thing is it's now incorporated into Google Classroom. So you can instantly create interactive AI learning experiences for students using Notebook LM and GEMS right from Google Classroom. So you can attach a notebook or a gem to an assignment in Google Classroom. So one of the template gems that they have that I was playing around with is Quiz Me, and you could attach that Quiz Me to an assignment that you give in Google Classroom. And they have study partner, brainstorm partner, or real world connector. There are 2 paths to create and assign a notebook or a gem in Google Classroom. So the first one is you can create a class level resource. So when you go into create, you can select gem, or when you're creating your assignment, you can attach the gem. So when you go, this is the part of the assignment, and then you can just attach the gem. So I'm going to open up my Google Classroom so that we can see what that looks like. I'm going to go into my Docs for Educators class just because that actually has content in it. Let's go with the first example that they gave. So I'm going to go to create, and then you see right here I have gem. I can create a new gem, and the way that I can do that is I can choose class content to personalize the gem. So I am going to do the Quiz Me, and then it's going to ask me what resources I want to put in that gem. So I'm going to do Google Docs Basic, Day 2, Day 3, and Day 5. And then I'm going to click Create Gem. It's going to pop me over into Gemini. And it's showing, it's constantly updating. So we've got Nano Banana Pro. Fantastic. I really want to try it, but I'm not going to. So as you can see, it dropped in my resources from my class. And then right here, I'm going to go up to the top. Those are the instructions for this gem. So you can see it's pretty it's pretty detailed. And persona, we've talked a lot about persona. That is from our second AI. That was in the second session that we had, and it talked about prompting, and it's important to give your gem a persona. I can change the name, so I'm going to say, now I'm going to open up this description again. Oh, I'm sorry. So let's see. And then I'm going to go through these instructions. You must follow these 4-step protocols in each conversation. This is your primary objective. So here we go. Your primary goal is to gather 3 key pieces of information: grade level, topic, and an optional user-provided file. So what I'm going to do, so I'm going to change this. So I'm just changing it a little bit here because I just want it to focus on Google Docs. The primary resources, use the uploaded resources in your quiz. All right, so I've changed some things. So now I'm going to update, and I'm just going to say hi, and let's see what happens. So I can help you study by creating a quiz. To get started, please tell me your grade level and the specific topic you're working on. All right, so that didn't work. I got it to work. I'm so excited. I was going to give up, but I did get it to work. Yes. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to go out here. So now you can see. So the big thing was me hitting that magic wand. That helped. I got in there enough, but it wasn't working. And then once I hit magic wand, it fixed the mistakes I had. So now the Docs wizard, perfect. I will create a quiz on Google Docs based on the document your instructor has provided. Moving on to create the quiz. Here's a 10-question quiz. Focus on applying Google Docs style, smart tip, and organizational tool. And then I can also interact. So let's say an administrator is creating a comprehensive staff handbook. What is primary benefit of using heading styles? That one, yes. All right, I can get some insights and then strength and growth areas. So I can click that. Focus areas. keep learning. Now, this is cool. Keep learning. I can generate a study guide. I could make more questions. I could do flashcards. So if I just click the flashcard button, there we go. And I can flip and then I can go. Oh, wow, it did 25. That's a lot. Good stuff. So once I'm done with my flashcards, I can restart the flashcards. I can create a study guide. I can go back to the quiz. But that is how you can use a template and then tweak it a little bit for your subject matter. All right, let's go back here. So now I have my Quiz Me. I can highlight it at the top of the class, or if I'm just doing this for 1 or 2 students, I could maybe not highlight it, but for this example, I'd like everyone in the class to be able to quiz themselves. But I am going to just post this for Gabby. So I don't want all these other people to be bothered. So this is going to post as material. So just know that it's not going to be a graded item. So I'm going to go ahead and post that. And I don't know what this box is right here. I'm not sure why that's there. I'm going to refresh my page. Hope it goes away. Perfect. So I've got my Docs Wizard that I just did. And right here, I can tell how many students have opened it when they go in and access that resource. All right, so that's the first way. And now the second way that you can use Gems in Google Classroom is by just attaching them to an assignment. So I'm going to go to Create, Assignment. I can give it a name. And like every Google assignment, I can add my instructions. Maybe this is something that I'm going to make a copy for each student. And then I am going to go down here and I'm going to click Gems. Instead of creating a new one, like I did, I'm going to select an existing one that I already have. And I'm going to do Docs Wizards again. And I'm going to attach the gem. It'll open it up in Gemini, but that's okay. Just go back to your Google Classroom and it's right there. And then I can pick what students that I want to assign it to. Done. And assign. So that's how you can attach a gem. Now, if you're curious what it looks like for students, we can do that real quick. I'll go into Gabby's account. All right, so I'm in Gabby's account. So Gabby just needs to click Open next to the name of the gem, and it will open in another tab. And this is what it will look like for your students. I would instruct your students to just say hi, introduce themselves, interact somehow. You got to kind of kick it to get it moving. All right, so it's creating the quiz for Gabby, and it's all set to go. So got a 10-question quiz here, and when she's done with this quiz, she has options to do a study guide, a flashcard, or look at her strength. Obviously, I just zoomed through the questions and didn't answer any. So, but that's what it looks like for the students. All right, so that is Gems in Google Classroom. Very exciting. I'm sure there will be more updates coming, and I will keep you up to date. So you have a good day.